My name is Emily Carter, and I never imagined that one ordinary evening working as a waitress at a charity gala in Manhattan would turn into the most humiliating and life-changing night of my life. I had taken the job at the Whitmore Grand Hotel to earn extra money while my husband was away on business, and I loved the quiet dignity of working hard, even if most of the guests never looked twice at the people serving them champagne and canapes. That night, the ballroom sparkled with crystal chandeliers, and the air was thick with perfume and old money, and I was carrying a tray of drinks when a tall, sharp-eyed woman named Vanessa Bloom stepped directly into my path without warning. Vanessa was the girlfriend of a ruthless CEO named Richard Kane, a man known across the city for crushing competitors and humiliating employees, and Vanessa carried herself with the same cold arrogance. When our shoulders brushed and a single drop of wine spilled onto her designer gown, she did not simply gasp or step back. She grabbed the collar of my uniform and yanked it so hard, the seam tore straight down my shoulder in front of hundreds of stunned guests. The room went silent as fabric ripped and I stumbled backward, my face burning with shame, my hands trembling as I tried to hold the torn uniform together. Vanessa laughed loudly and said that people like me should be more careful around people who actually mattered, and a few of her friends chuckled along, while most of the crowd simply stared in uncomfortable silence, no one daring to intervene. I wanted the floor to swallow me whole, but I straightened my back, blinked away tears, and quietly walked toward the kitchen, refusing to give her the satisfaction of watching me break down completely. What Vanessa did not know, what none of them knew, was that I was not simply a waitress trying to survive paycheck to paycheck. My husband, Daniel Carter, was one of the most respected philanthropists in the country, a billionaire who had built his fortune from nothing and now spent most of his time funding hospitals, shelters, and scholarship programs across America. I had insisted on keeping my old waitressing job even after we married, because I never wanted to lose touch with the world of hard work that shaped me, and Daniel respected that about me more than anything else. That night, unknown to me, Daniel had arrived early to the same gala as a keynote donor, and he witnessed the entire humiliating scene unfold from across the room. He did not shout or cause a scene in that moment, but his expression turned to stone as he watched Vanessa tear the uniform off his wife's shoulder in front of the very same elite crowd he had come to address. When it was time for him to step onto the stage and deliver his speech about kindness, dignity, and respect for every human being regardless of their job title, he paused, looked directly at Vanessa and Richard Kane, and calmly told the entire room what had just happened to his wife, revealing my identity for the first time in public. Gasps rippled across the ballroom as every head turned toward me, then back toward Vanessa, whose face drained of all its color in an instant. Richard Kane, terrified of the scandal and financial fallout that could follow, immediately distanced himself from Vanessa right there in front of everyone, while hotel security quietly escorted her out amid whispers and stares. Daniel walked off that stage, crossed the entire ballroom, and wrapped his jacket around my torn uniform, telling me in front of everyone that true worth is never measured by a title or a paycheck, but by character. And that night I learned that dignity cannot be stripped away, no matter how hard someone tries to tear it from you. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories for more powerful stories like this one.